Picture this. While Jokic grabs headlines and Steph drains threes, an elite squad of ballers is silently dominating the NBA. No flashy Instagram highlights, no viral tweets, just pure, game-changing talent that nobody's talking about. These hidden gems? They're transforming their teams night after night. Some are outperforming all-stars in key stats. Others? They're straight up carrying their squads without getting any credit. Ready to discover the NBA's best-kept secrets? Stick around, because we're about to blow the lid off the most underrated players in the league right now. But first, if you're tired of basic NBA takes, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. We dive deep into the real stories other channels miss. Number 10, Tyrese Haliburton. Man, the league messed up letting this guy slip to Indiana. Check this. He's not just leading the NBA in assists, he's dominating with 12.5 dimes per game. That's more than CP3 in his prime. Before Haliburton, Indiana was basketball's snooze fest. Now, they're dropping 128 points per night, leading the entire league in scoring. My guy's putting up 25.3 points on 52% shooting. Numbers that'd make Steph Curry proud. But here's the crazy part. Dude transformed an entire franchise. Remember when nobody cared about Pacers basketball? Now they're must-watch TV, and tickets are selling out. All because this 23-year-old decided to make Indiana his kingdom. Number 9, let's talk Mikal Bridges. Y'all sleeping on the NBA's real Iron Man. This man hasn't missed a single game in 5 years. That's 392 straight games. LeBron could never. Remember when people said he's just a defender? Well, how about averaging 21.7 points since joining Brooklyn? Bridges went from just a 3-and-D guy to that dude you can't stop. Here's what's wild. He's locking up the best players every night and getting buckets. Yet when All-Star voting comes around, cricket sounds. The disrespect is real. Number 8, Domantas Sabonis. Let me blow your mind real quick. This big man's leading the entire league in rebounds. Not Jokic, not Embiid. Sabonis is snagging 13.4 boards a game, and nobody's talking about it. Sacramento's got their first triple-double machine since Chris Webber. Sabonis already dropped 15 triple-doubles this season. And check this, he's shooting 67% from the field. That's not just good, that's historically efficient. Remember when Sacramento was the NBA's joke? Now they're lighting up the beam almost every night, and it's largely thanks to this Lithuanian beast. He's the engine behind the league's fastest offense. At number 7, we've got Boston's secret weapon, Derek White. Y'all ready for this? He's a 6'4" guard averaging more blocks than most centers, 1.2 per game. That's straight up ridiculous. But defense isn't even the full story. White's dropping 16.2 points on 47% shooting, career-high numbers. When the playoffs hit last year, ice in his veins. Game winners, crucial stops, you name it. Here's the wildest part. On a team with Tatum and Brown, White might be Boston's most irreplaceable defender. He's the glue holding the league's best defense together, but media won't tell you that story. Number 6, Jalen Brunson. When Julius Randle went down, everyone thought the Knicks were done. Nobody told Brunson that. This man's been on an absolute tear. 27.5 points and 6.5 assists per game. But here's what makes him special. When the pressure's highest, he's shooting 48%. That's in crunch time, with defenders all over him, ice cold. Remember when critics laughed at his contract? Now he's got the Garden chanting his name every night. First time since Melo that New York's got a guard they can trust with the game on the line. Speaking of trust, number 5 is about to shock you, Alperen Sengun. Only 21 years old, but playing like a 10-year vet. Everyone's hunting for the next Jokic, right? Well, check this out. Sengun's dropping 21.3 points, grabbing 9.4 boards, and dishing 5 assists per game. Those are baby Joker numbers, but stats don't tell the whole story. This kid's got eyes in the back of his head, no-look passes, behind-the-back dimes, all from the center position. And the crazy part? He can't even buy a drink in the US yet. The Rockets went from league's worst to playoff contender, and their secret weapon is this Turkish sensation nobody's talking about. Just wait till he hits his prime. Number 4, Jaren Jackson Jr. People talk defense, they mention Gobert. They mentioned Giannis, but the real defensive monster is right here in Memphis. Let's break this down. JJJ is swatting 3.2 shots per game, leading the entire league. But what makes this insane is how he does it. Most shot blockers camp in the paint. Not Jackson. He's erasing shots from everywhere. Perimeter, paint, doesn't matter. Now, here's where it gets wild. Name another shot blocker shooting 37% from downtown. Can't do it, right? Triple J is literally changing how we think about defensive anchors. He's not just protecting the rim. He's stretching the floor, running shooters off the line, and making offensive players lose sleep. When he's on the court, teams literally change their game plan. They shoot 12% worse at the rim. That's better than Gobert's numbers. Yet somehow, he's barely getting any DPOY buzz. The disrespect is real. Number 3, De'Aaron Fox. Let me put this simply. This man is the most clutch player in the NBA right now. Not Steph, not Dame, Fox. The numbers are ridiculous. 32.5 points in fourth quarters. That's not a typo. When the game's on the line, Fox turns into a different animal. His speed is breaking ankles, his jumper's automatic, and nobody can stay in front of him. If he played in LA or New York, we'd be talking about him like we talk about Ja or Trey. Instead, he's in Sacramento, quietly becoming one of the most unstoppable guards in the league. The same guy who people said couldn't shoot is now killing teams from everywhere on the floor. Watch this. In clutch situations, Fox is shooting better than Kyrie, scoring more than Luka, and doing it while being the fastest player in the NBA. The craziest part? He's still getting better. Number 2, Pascal Siakam. Everyone's hunting for the perfect modern NBA forward, right? Well, he's been right here the whole time, putting up numbers that'd make all-stars jealous. Check the stat sheet. 22.8 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. But what's really mind-blowing is his efficiency. 54% from the field. That's better than most centers, and he's doing it while taking tough shots from everywhere on the court. The beautiful part of Siakam's game is how he fits in any system. Need a primary scorer? He's got you. Playmaker? No problem. Defender? He's locking down positions 1 through 5. This man's literally doing everything at an all-star level. But because he's not posterizing people on Instagram, nobody's paying attention. Since joining Indiana, they've become a completely different team. The offense flows better, the defense tightens up, and suddenly, the Pacers are looking like contenders. Yet somehow, he's still flying under the radar. Number 1, Gilgeous-Alexander. If this man played in New York or LA, we'd be calling him the best guard in the NBA. No debate. Let these numbers sink in. 31.3 points per game on 55% shooting. Those are prime Jordan numbers. But scoring's just the appetizer. SGA's leading the league with 2.1 steals per game. He's not just getting buckets, he's locking up the best guards in the NBA. The efficiency is what makes this truly insane. He's scoring more points than Booker while shooting better percentages than Giannis. We're watching a legitimate MVP candidate hiding in plain sight. His impact metrics match Jokic. His clutch numbers rival Luka. His two-way game mirrors Kawhi. The only thing holding him back? Playing in Oklahoma City instead of Los Angeles. This is what pure basketball brilliance looks like. No flashy commercials, no viral tweets, just pure dominance on both ends of the floor. SGA isn't just underrated. He might be the best player casual fans don't know about. Well, there you have it. The NBA's most slept-on stars. From Halliburton's passing wizardry to SGA's MVP caliber dominance, these players are changing the game whether you notice or not. Who's your pick for most underrated? Is it Brunson carrying the Knicks? Or maybe Fox lighting up fourth quarters? Drop a below with your thoughts. If you're tired of the same old NBA coverage, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're just getting started exposing the league's hidden gems.